Spring's here, folks. Not only do we color eggs, but we also look at our movement. And we are going to examine where we are today, what direction we're going, what external influences are at play, and what inside us is doing to help us or to constrict us from our growth. We're looking at life, we're looking at ourselves as this egg right here. Are we stuck with movement but no direction? Are we moving forward? Are the external influences in our life pushing us in the right direction, or are they repelling us, or are they keeping us standing still? So all of this lies in Newton's first law of motion, and that is the law of inertia. So let's get started here with Newton's first law. Inertia. All right. Now with Newton's first law, I'm going to document this here like this. This is a box, and this box is you. Now with this box, you're sitting on a plane, and that's just the way that engineers kind of do a force analysis. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look at our known forces in life. Right now, you know that there are things that are outside of your control at play. What are those things? The weather, could be politics, could be where you live, it could be that you have to stay in a job right now to make ends meet, but these are what I like to call the things that are outside of your control. This is the force of gravity on a body. Now, you're moving in a direction. That direction I call your force of purpose. Now, the funny thing about this direction you're going is, it may or may not be the direction you actually want to go. Now, how could that be if that's your ultimate direction? Well, there's opposing forces, like the force of friction. Friction can come in a lot of forms. It could come in donuts sitting outside of your office and you walk past them every day and your willpower muscle just keeps getting exercise and it makes it harder and harder for you to eat well. It could be disorder, it could be entropy in your life that's ever expanding, a house you need to clean. These are just the daily grind, that's friction. Now there's another part of this that plays a huge role, and that is your external influences. That could be pushing you in the direction of your purpose, or it could be pushing you in the direction outside of your purpose. Now, what are positive vectors? Positive vectors could be mentors. Mentors. That is moving you in the direction of your purpose. Negative could be toxic friends. Now, ultimately, if I draw a big boundary around this, that is how you would do an appropriate engineering analysis. You would look at what are the summation of forces in your life, because we know that they're going to equal zero by Newton's law. So your force purpose, is it being enhanced by your external influences, or is it driving you further away from your purpose? And unlike bodies and mass, you actually can change the direction of your body internally, coming from within. That could be a spiritual practice that you have, positive affirmations. All of this is within the realm of your control, folks. So I encourage you to look at your life like you would look at Newton's first law. Examine the direction you're going. If you're starting to drift and it's not the direction you like, look at if it's coming from you, if it's coming from your outside influences, coming from friction, and deep dive into this. And I promise you that this blueprint will start your spring off right. And if you like this content and you feel that engineering principles are helping you to make a beautifully engineered life, please subscribe. Thank you.